is known as a Battleship Sushi, and it's going to be filled with a beautiful mixture of king crab and peas, all joined together in perfect harmony with a marvelous spicy mayo sauce. Okay, so let's make this a reality. Let's get cooking. Alright, so first thing you do is you place a pot of boiling water and you put your steamer basket on top. If you have a steaming machine, use that. And now I'm just going to place some Alaskan king crab legs inside the steamer. And what we're going to do here is just reheat it, because they boil these legs where they catch them in their own seawater. So it'll take about 5 to 7 minutes to reheat. While that's going, I'm going to put another pot with some water and a little bit of salt. And then I'm going to add some frozen peas also. Now, frozen peas are actually better than fresh peas because peas decay at such a quick rate that the frozen ones are actually more fresh than whatever you get in supermarket. Anyway, now cook this for about 6 minutes, and then once the crab legs are done, we're just going to take them apart, and these are called sinews. You want to make sure you get rid of this. It's like a sort of cartilage of crab and really tough to eat. So make sure you get everything of that out of the crab, because otherwise it will be inedible. Now I'm just going to cut the crab leg open with a pair of scissors. Don't worry too much about damaging the flesh underneath or anything like that, because we're just going to chop it up later and it's going to be mixed into a sauce. So just take it out as quickly as you can. Alright, so this is the beautiful crab meat that you want. I'm just going to clean up a little bit here. And now I'm just going to cut this one into bits. Now you just want to chop it into roughly smaller bits, about 1 centimeter thick, more or less. And it doesn't have to be too fine, just nice, rough, rustic cuts. Okay, I'm just going to eat that because it's so delicious. Amazing. Alright, so we're just going to put this to one side until I need it, which is now. Okay, so I'm just going to put the crab inside. I'm going to cool that about 2 to 3 tablespoons worth of crab. And I'm just going to add 2 tablespoons worth of freshly cooked peas. All these ingredients are still a little bit warm, so make sure you do it all quickly and have it all finished at the same point. Now I'm just going to add 1.5 tablespoons of spicy mayonnaise. Now this is my own spicy mayonnaise recipe. It's got fish roe and all sorts of stuff. You can check it out by clicking on the link on the top left corner of your screen. And here I'm just going to mix it, but not too much. You don't want to damage those ingredients because that would be a real shame to destroy what you just made. Okay, put this to one side till you need it. Now I'm going to take some nori sheets. And you see these lines going across? You want to cut across them to make the strips of nori, which will be later used to wrap your sushi rice in. Alright, so just cut through them, make a couple strips. And I really advise you to toast your nori seaweed before you use it. It really brings out the aromas and makes it a little bit more fresh and crispy. Alright, so that one looks great. I'm just going to use this one, put it to one side. I'm going to take some sushi rice. If you don't know how to make sushi rice, check out my recipe by clicking on the top left corner of your screen. And you see how the rice sticks to your hand? I recommend you just wet your hand slightly in some water, and this will make the rice not stick to it as much. And now I'm just going to mold this into an oblong shape. Okay, once I've done that, just place it on the cutting board, just like this. And take that delicious nori strip and just wrap it round gently. Make sure you don't wrap it into a circle shape. You want it to be into sort of like a squished circle shape. That's the classic battleship shape. And just to seal the end, you're just going to take one of those little rice grains and squish it against it, and this will act like glue and it'll just make your life much easier and just stop it from unraveling. So now we take that delicious mixture of crab and we just pop some in there. Be generous, don't put very little, just put as much as you can. Okay, that looks great. Now to finish it off, I'm just going to take some fresh chives and then just chop them off, just like this, and finish it off by sprinkling these chives on top. Okay, now one of these will not fulfill your appetite, so I suggest you make a bunch of them, and I'm pretty sure you're going to finish all of them. I know I'm going to enjoy this one. So there we go, now you know how to make Battleship sushi yourself. I hope you give this a try at home and impress your friends with it. Now, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel by clicking on the top left corner of your screen. And if you're interested in sushi making but don't know how to get started or want to see some interesting recipes, then go to makesushi.org, my website, by clicking down here, or just